Student friends, in yesterday's lecture, we completed P type of semiconductor, and where we have completed the first topic of your syllabus, that is semiconductor, in which we have studied the meaning of conductor, insulator, and semiconductor, which are the classification of the material. Then we have started with the semiconductor. We studied its definition. We studied its classification as an intrinsic semiconductor and extrinsic semiconductor. We studied details regarding the intrinsic semiconductor, which is a pure semiconductor. Then we have studied two types of extrinsic semiconductor. One is the N type of semiconductor, how it is formulated. Another one is a P type of the semiconductor. Details of both we have studied in yesterday's lecture. In yesterday's lecture only it is told to you, and that is, please remember the structure of P type and N type of semiconductor, so that it will be better to start with the topic number 2. Student friends, if you got any queries, any doubts regarding topic number 1, you feel free to ask me. My mobile number is given on your WhatsApp group. My mail ID is also along with you. So with this particular information, let me begin with topic number 2 today, and that is PN junction diode. Student friends, in 12th science last year, you studied some aspect of PN junction diode. Basically, diode means di has the meaning two, ode means electrode. The device which has a two electrode is known as a diode. The diode may be available in the form of vacuum having anode and cathode as its terminal, or plate and cathode as its terminal. When we extended the concept of this particular vacuum diode, whenever there is an invention of semiconducting material, whenever there is an invention of N-type and P-type of semiconductors, then a small size device is formulated, which is combination of P-type and N-type of semiconductor along with two electrodes. Then that type of the device, we can refer it, we can call it as a PN junction diode. Student friends, please remember that PN junction diode is again made up of this semiconducting material. Obviously, P-type and N-type of semiconductor, whatever you have studied in last 4 or 5 lectures, with the help of them, a two-terminal device is going to be gets formulated, and that device we can call it as it is a PN junction diode. It has very small size, but it has a wide application. That device we are going to study today. How we are going to proceed to that particular topic? We are going to begin with topic number 2, that is a PN junction diode. We'll start to deal with structure of PN junction diode, means how diode is going to be formulated. Then we are going to study biasing of PN junction diode. How diode is biased, meaning of biasing, that we are going to study. After that, we are going to study IV characteristics of PN junction diode, meaning thereby current and voltage characteristics associated with the PN junction diode. Then we are going to study static and dynamic resistance of diode. So, static and dynamic resistance of PN junction diode. What is its meaning? Then we are going to study interpretation of diode equation. How diode equation resembles with explaining the IV characteristics of PN junction diode. After that, we are going to study some special diodes, that is known as Zener diode as one of the special diode. Then we are going to study light emitting diode as a special diode. Photodiode, again a kind of a special diode. Tunnel diode and varactor diode are also the different special diode. They have got special aspects. Those we are going to study in the topic number 2. Dear students, from the beginning of structure of PN junction diode up to interpretation of diode equation, we are studying simple PN junction diode. That is the basic diode. All these aspects are utilized in that particular diode that works as a simple PN junction diode, and rest of the devices includes Zener diode, light emitting diode, photodiode, tunnel diode, varactor diodes are the special purpose diodes. So this is the plan of our lecture, how we are going to proceed. Student friends, please remember this plan of lecture also, so that it becomes easy for you, that you are going to understand what we are going to study next. Automatically you are going to understood what I am going to teach in the next lecture. That will be automatically understood by yourself. For that particular purpose, it becomes essential to know about the lecture plan. This also makes you aware what is the syllabus of that particular topic. Two purposes are associated with our lecture plan. Dear students, let me proceed further to study the structure of PN junction diode. Dear students, in last 5 lectures, we studied the meaning of semiconductor, intrinsic and extrinsic semiconductor. In extrinsic semiconductor, we studied two types. One is P type of semiconductor and second one is N type of semiconductor. We studied the structure of N type of semiconductor and also the structure of P type of semiconductor in last 2 lectures, which is again represented in this particular diagram. Look at here, this is the N type of semiconductor. We are considering that again, which has negative electrons as the majority charge carriers and along with the positive ions, it has somewhere minority charge carriers as the electrons, as the holes. Whereas P type of semiconductor contains holes with the positive charge as the majority charge carriers and along with the negative ions having some electrons as the minority charge carriers. To formulate or to study the structure of PN junction diode, we are considering N type as well as the P type of semiconductor. Both the semiconductors are heated in a furnace at about 1200 degrees centigrade. When those are heated, the process of diffusion that starts. When N type of semiconductor and P type of semiconductors are taken together and those are heated at 1200 degrees centigrade in a furnace, a process of diffusion that starts. Diffusion process means the electrons from N region, N type of semiconductor, will start entering into the P type of semiconductor, and holes from P type of semiconductor will start entering into the N type of semiconductor. The process of moving electrons from N type of semiconductor into P type of semiconductor and holes from P type of semiconductor into N type of semiconductor is known as the diffusion. When one electron moves from N type of semiconductor into P type of semiconductor, negative charge is removed. So, positive ion is going to be generated very close to the junction. Analogous to that, when hole will move from P type of semiconductor into N type of semiconductor, a negative ion is going to be generated very close to the junction. This structure is represented here. Look at here. Here is the P type of semiconductor having holes as a majority charge carriers along with negative ions with electrons as a minority charge carrier. These are the dot which are represented as the electrons. This is the N type of semiconductor having electrons as a majority charge carriers which are represented with the dotted aspect along with the positive ions with some holes as a minority charge carriers. Both are placed together and heated at about 1200 degrees centigrade. What happens is electrons from N region will enter into the P region. When it will enter into P region, a positive ion is going to be generated at the junction. Simultaneously, when hole will jump from P region into N region, negative ion will be created very near to the junction. The process of motion of hole from P region into N region and electron from N region into P region is called as the process of diffusion. With this particular diffusion process, in N region, large number of positive ions are generated. In P region, large number of negative ions are generated. The process of diffusion will continue till when electron will enter from N region into P region, it will come in contact with the negative ion at the beginning, hence it will be reflected back. Similarly, when hole will jump from P region into N region, it will come in contact with the positive ion, it will also get reflected back. Thus, the charge carriers, that is holes in P region and electron in N region, will start depleting from each other, so that at the center a junction is formulated. Thus, P type and N type of semiconducting material are joined together, connected together by the diffusion process due to the motion of electron hole from the respective regions, creating the ions, positive ions in N region and negative ions in P region very close to the junction, so as to stop further diffusion process, and P region and N region having the respective majority and minority charge carriers will kept separated by means of a layer which is formulated across the junction, This layer is known as depletion layer. This layer is called as a depletion layer because once the ions are formulated across the junction, further motion of charge carrier will be stopped. Further motion of the charge carriers will start depleting from each other. The layer that keeps P region, N region separated from each other, that layer, that region, we can call it as it is a depletion region, or it is also called as depletion layer. Thus, across the junction, here positive ions are there, on this side negative ions are there. So across the junction, there is a formation of a kind of a battery-like structure with positive potential on this side, negative potential on this side. The potential existed due to formation of these particular ions is called as the barrier potential. This barrier potential sets the barrier for the motion of N-type and P-type of charge carriers to cross the junction by generating the depletion layer in between P-type of semiconductor and N-type of semiconductor. Thus, due to the process of diffusion, due to formation of positive and negative ions across the junction, depletion layer is formulated which constitutes the barrier potential. If diode is made up of the silicon, this barrier potential is of 0.6 to 0.7 volt. And if same diode is made up of the germanium, this barrier potential is about 0.2 to 0.3 volt. This 0.2 or 0.7 volt, in further discussion, it is also called as the knee voltage of the PN junction diode, or it is also called as breakdown voltage of the PN junction diode. That we are going to study in the further discussion. Thus, dear students, P-type and N-type of semiconductors are joined together, forming the junction at the center, having positive ions on N region, negative ions in the P region, formulating barrier potential along with the depletion layer forms. On one side there is a P region, on the another side there is a N region. N region is named as a cathode structure, P region is named as a anode structure. Metallic contacts are taken from the P region, and also the metallic contact is taken from the N region, respectively known as anode and cathode. Thus, there is a formation of the PN junction diode. This is how the junction is created between P-type and N-type of semiconductor, and new device is going to be gets formulated. This first generated new device, it is called as PN junction diode. The reason is so simple that on one side there is a P region, P type of semiconductor, on another side there is a N type of semiconductor. Both are separated by the depletion region, having positive ion in N region, negative ion in P region, which are formulated due to the process of diffusion, having the junction at the center. That is the reason why it is called as PN junction diode. Dear students, this is what you can call it as, it is a structure of PN junction diode. This PN junction diode so formulated is unbiased, means no power supply is provided to this particular PN junction diode. It is called as unbiased structure of PN junction diode. In an unbiased condition of diode, PN junction diode doesn't conduct the current. As a being, there exists a barrier potential, depletion layer between P region and N region. No charge carriers are going to cross this particular barrier. Hence, in unbiased condition, PN junction diode doesn't conduct the current. Dear students, here are the internal structures are represented. Plus ion, donor atoms, means donor impurity ions, which we have studied in N type of semiconductor. These are here. These are the donor ions. This one is the acceptor ions which are present in the P region. This is a donor ion. This is a negative acceptor ion. This represents the excess of electrons. This represents the excess of holes. These are the structure represented for your understanding purpose. Same structure is represented here. Look at here. On this side there is a P type of semiconductor. On this side there is a N type of semiconductor. These are the metal contact terminals on both sides. One is anode and second one is a cathode. This is the internal structure which in short it is represented in this particular diagram. Dear friends, this is what you can call it as, it is a symbol of p-n junction diode. Look it here. Please do remember all these things. These points, look at it. This flat surface represents the anode, whereas this pointed represents the cathode. So this is a symbol of p-n junction diode. Here onwards, we may going to recognize the p-n junction diode with this particular symbol. Dear students, that's all about the p-n junction diode, its internal structure, meaning of depletion layer, depletion region, process of diffusion, barrier potential of silicon, that is 0.7 volt, barrier potential of germanium, it is 0.2 volt. And lastly, we have covered the symbol of p-n junction diode which is represented here. Dear students, that's all about the structure of p-n junction diode. Next time, we'll proceed for the biasing of p-n junction diode.